Dr. Rachel Scott here. So it's Black Friday. Maybe you're heading out shopping. Maybe you already went shopping. I want to talk about what played out in your world yesterday. Did you have a phenomenal, relaxing, just joyful day? Did you have a day where you think like, oh, if I could just hit the restart button and do that again? That's the one I want to talk to you about. So if you had a joyful, relaxing, peaceful day, that's beautiful. And I want you to think about what I'm saying here today and put it into practice in other areas of your life when you have those days where you just wish you could go back. Because instead of falling into that endless pit of shame and regret or anger or remorse, I want you to instead just become a totally insanely curious person, right? I want you to be so curious about what played out because it just doesn't serve you or anyone around you to replay and rehash what went on and beat yourself up about what you did or didn't do or beat someone else up about what they did or didn't do. It's more about, just imagine if you were going through the woods and you were looking to you knew that you were heading to the mountain that was straight ahead of you, right? And you're walking along the path and suddenly you look up and you're at a creek. And you know this is not on the path to where I was going. But the thing is that if you just get really curious about it and you look around and you start seeing, well, where is the creek and what direction is it flowing in, you now have more information about how to get to the mountain, right? You didn't really have all that many instructions before, but this just gives you what you need. So if I know that I'm off course because I know I had a day where I said that thing to my mom that I really didn't want to say, or I yelled at my kids again, and I know I had a day that looked like that, I don't have to despair in it, right? Instead, if I get really curious about, well, what played out? Like what was it that happened that was going on there? And is that really working for the kind of the relationships that I want to have in my life? And that kind of curiosity, what it does is it pulls you right back to the present, right? Because when I'm in regret and anger, I'm ruminating on what already happened, and I'm trying to figure out how, I'm worrying about how do I make it happen differently in the future, but where I'm not is just right here. So curiosity is a really cool tool because it pulls you right back to this moment. Just imagine you're looking around at the river, around at the creek, and you're seeing the way the water flows and how many rocks are there and what color the water is and the temperature, and you're feeling it and you're touching it. And you can probably see that right there you're present with the water. And if you're willing to get present, you can actually begin to do it sooner, right? So something can be happening. You can be in the moment. Something's happening. And you can, with that curiosity. Now, sometimes our emotions grab us, right? But when we practice this as a skill, we can begin to get curious earlier and earlier until we're actually curious right there in the moment. And it shifts the way things are playing out moving forward. So whatever your experience was yesterday, whatever your experience is still today, right? You're still with family, you're staying over at family's house, or they're at your house. Get curious with it. Be gentle with yourself, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. All right, take care. Enjoy the rest of Black Friday.